What type of video has the best result? It's going to depend on each market. You said HVAC as an example. I've tested all different kinds of videos, and they're none as far as like for lead generation, guys. Videos don't produce the best leads, or like not nearly as many leads, like the volume of leads as like a maps listing does, right? You can still generate leads from videos, there's no doubt, but it doesn't, at least in my experience with the contractor type stuff, they don't generate nearly as many leads as if you were to rank like a Google My Business listing. However, I've tested the explainer videos, like the hand-drawn explainer videos. I've tested like the Powtoon type, like animated type videos. And I've also tested spokesmodels videos that I've had like people from Fiverr do. And then I've tested some of my own. And then obviously like slideshows and things like that. And really, it's really going to depend on the market. I found that it doesn't really make much difference. I think the slideshows are probably some of the easiest to produce that can still produce good leads, because you can show like images of HVAC work being done with a call to action that's always present. So in other words, you can create an overlay, a text overlay that you add to the video file before you upload it or live stream it or whatever you're going to do, that always has the call to action on it. Like, call for free estimates or free repair estimates or whatever. And it's got the phone number and then even perhaps a website URL in it. If you got a redirect URL or whatever you're doing. So that way that it's always present on the video and people don't have to search for the contact information. They see it at all times, if that makes sense. Okay. So again, as far as like, I wish I had a really good, like definitive answer for you on which type of video works best. In my experience, it really doesn't matter. I've tested various forms and they all seem to work, fairly well. Okay. How to get the quickest, lowest cost results when starting out in realistic sticking power maintenance afterwards. Again, I try to identify the keywords that rank easy before running a campaign. And then I run a campaign with the money channels. And typically because they ranked easy with like orphaned channels, which are just poking channels or testing channels, then they generally stick a hell of a lot longer. If that makes sense. If you do it through once you go back and target those same keywords with established channels. Okay. So you really don't have to do near as much work. As far as if you need to maintain a ranking, there's two things that I found produce the best stickability, right? That help them to stick the longest and maintain their rankings. Traffic and embeds. And we've got the Video Powerhouse Network, which is incredibly powerful, that works really, really well. And then also, and when I say traffic, I just mean engagement, period, which could be traffic. It could be comments and likes and, subscriptions and things like that. But, try not to buy spam comments and views and stuff like that. That shit doesn't work anymore. It's got to be like real. And I've talked many times about this, guys, but setting up YouTube ads with, especially if you're doing local stuff, if you set up YouTube ads and drive views to the video from a very set geographic area in your targeting options, you set up your geolocations, right? You can set up very specific areas so that the only views that you get come from local IPs. And that's certainly powerful for ranking videos, even in Google, right? And you're buying views from local people that are like from real people that live within your target area. So it's coming from local IPs, and it's incredibly powerful for ranking and helping videos to stick. In fact, a lot of the video SEO that I do for like the video production company, I pretty much only do two things. I upload, or three things, whenever I get a new work order from the video production company. So if they sell another video to a client and then they sell the upsell is the Google Boost program is what they call it, or the Video Boost program. They couldn't call it the Google Boost anyways. They send me the work order, and then all I do is upload the video that they produced, or actually I live stream it through one of my channels that has, dozens of networks attached to it. And then I set up a YouTube ad, an AdWords for video ad with the specific targeting options. And then I also submit it to Video Powerhouse. And that's all I do now for them. And like those three things get those videos to rank almost 100% of the time. Right. And it just works really good every now and then. Usually the YouTube ads alone will keep it maintained. Here's the thing, guys. I set up the YouTube ad with about $1. Like I charge $100 per month per keyword for that video production company, because I'm selling them wholesale video SEO services. Then they sell it retail to their clients or their customers, right? And so I know that seems very, very inexpensive, But like I said, all I do is those three things. They send me the video file, I upload it to my channel that has dozens of networks. It's a themed network or themed channel. It's aged. It's been boosted with a shit ton of backlinks over the years. So that in itself usually will rank it. And then I set up the YouTube ad immediately, and I set it up at $1 a day to start. And I set up targeting options using the in-market audiences as an in-stream video so that it's a pre-roll ad. It shows before other people's videos. I set up my geographic targeting, and I set it up for $1 a day. And I only do that for about a week. And then I back it down to 50 cents per day, which means it costs me $15 per month to be buying local clicks and views from people that are in that particular market, right? From the in-market audiences. So they have a history of being in that market. So it's completely relevant traffic from local IPs. And that usually helps it to rank and stay ranked. And then, like I said, every now and then, if I need a boost, I just go to Video Powerhouse and do a 50 embed blast per video. And I drip that out over 14 days. And that's my process. I just gave you guys my process. And it works really, really well. So